Welcoming you all once again to the Restaurant Award Telangana Andhra Pradesh Edition 2024. We would like to give a special thanks to our sponsors, without which this event wouldn't have been possible. Our title sponsor, Oris, powered by partner Kampa, and to our supporting partner, Government of Telangana, media partner, TV9 Digital, supporting associations, Hotramai, HPMF, and ISFA, and digital media partner, Suman TV. Here we have our very own Miss Ritu Maria, Editor-in-Chief, Franchise India, to kindly give us a welcome note. Please put your hands together as we welcome Miss Ritu Maria on stage.
A very good evening to all of you, and a very, very warm welcome to the third annual edition of our leadership series in Restaurant Awards, which is actually happening here in the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh region. You know, this is the third edition, and particularly since COVID, every time I come here, I see something new and vibrant in this city. This time I was seeing just the line of restaurants that was there in the streets, and that, you know, I'm not had much chance to really look at and go around right now, but I would just see the blossoming of the market and the number of new restaurants that are opening over here. I mean, needless to say that you've really given the world the food of biryani. So not only now biryani is coming out of Hyderabad, I see biryani coming out of everywhere. So now there are more biryani concepts that one can even count. You know, I've seen so many quick service restaurants, fine dine restaurants, all doing different kinds of biryani. So I think thank you for giving it to the world. People have started realizing, and probably it's become the go-to food for pretty much everybody in India and even outside India. I see a lot of expats, a lot of international people now looking at biryani as like a full meal, which was only something that they used to think of as a snack. So I think, you know, I really kudos to this market for doing such great work and putting literally biryani on the world map.
Moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to now present a small video of our title sponsor, Mr. Amar Ori, as he cannot be here today, but he has sent all his love through this video. So can we have the video, please?
Hello everyone, this is Amar Ori, and I'm sorry I couldn't be there at the prestigious awards night tonight. I welcome you all to Restaurant Awards 2024 by Restaurant and Franchise India. Hyderabad is quickly emerging as a vibrant food destination steeped in rich traditions and heritage. With the advent of newer food experiences, the landscape is changing very, very quickly. Tonight, we honor all the people who bring joy to the customers and work tirelessly to build their own dreams. Tonight, we all celebrate together in recognizing that we all have played a part in enriching our customers' lives. In my eyes, everyone here is already a winner. I thank all those present here and wish them luck for the awards ahead. Thank you.
There was a huge campaign that been run by Franchise India. So here's a small video to show you what happened in this campaign.
Hi, this is Sid from Radio City 91.1 FM. If there is one thing that binds all of us together, whether it is kids, adults, or wise elders, yes, you guessed it right, it's food.
I feel only Paradise is the
Bro,
best.
Shadab is the best biryani in Hyderabad.
Let's not get into the argument. Paradise is the best.
Bro, Shadab, 10 out of 8 people say Shadab is the best biryani.
Have you tried?
Bro, did you try Shadab?
Why you're raising voice? It's a
Bro,
Paradise
did you
is the best.
try Shadab?
Paradise
Bro,
is the
try Shadab.
Just like them, you too have that one favorite restaurant that makes every moment special, right? So nominate and vote for your favorite restaurant in Ori's present Restaurant Awards 2024 powered by Kampa.
Starting with our stellar panel over here, you know, where the CEOs are going to actually give you straight from their heart answers as to, you know, how they look at the business and particularly how they are thinking and envisioning expansion. And expansion, just for the heck of expansion, is never a good idea. It is always the innovation that comes into the business that counts, the real growth that comes into the business that counts, whether it is the growth of their people, whether it is the liking of their consumers, all that has to be taken together for true expansion to really happen.
Very simple, multiplication of number of bills you make into the spend which the customer does. And that leads to the revenue you do. I think at a first stage, especially for a chain like us, we have more than 60 restaurants now across 12 cities. We are in Hyderabad, AP, Telangana, Bangalore, Chennai. Is same-store sales growth. For a business to have, continued profitability and ability to reinvest in inorganic growth, this organic growth is very, very critical. And there are a lot of factors we can discuss during the... But I think one important aspect of growth is how your existing stores are growing year on year. Because that gives you the ability to, and this is what I call the organic growth, that gives you the ability to grow inorganically. Now let's come to the inorganic part. And different organizations will have different philosophy. It depends on the category that you are operating in. The reality of biryani is that, everybody knows that it is now said that biryani is the single largest item selling on delivery platforms,
Right.
which means that it is the largest category of consumption. But that's a very surface level view. If you look at India, there are at least 200 different types of biryanis. And biryani is a very, very cultural food, right? I mean, Hyderabadi biryani and the way people consume in Rayalaseema, Telangana, coastal AP is also different. There are experts here who know about that. And just imagine the socio-cultural regions that we have in India. So our approach is to realize that there are two choices any brand has. You stand for what you are good at, or you try and become what you should when you go to the, be like Rome when in Rome, Romans like in Rome. I think our approach is that we stand for Hyderabadi biryani, and wherever we go, we would want to make sure that the true cuisine of Hyderabad is presented to the customer.
Example of my own restaurant, I tried avoiding appam on a delivery platform, but I'm forced to do it because people want it. As he rightly said, people who have eaten there, but for the convenience, they will be sitting at home and would like to order that. So how do I say no to them? So it's all up to us, people sitting on this platform, to think how do we keep the food as close to the way we make it, is what we started thinking on. We started working on the packaging. How do we work on the packaging to keep it as natural as possible? I being very honest, I tried various things, including delivering food in casseroles, appams in casseroles. To that extent, we were trying to understand how do we keep, although because of the condensation, the appams were getting soggy. So we had to get back to the drawing board, work on the packaging. How do we develop the packaging to make sure to give the, I won't say 100%, but as natural as we serve in the, or as good as we serve in the restaurant.
Ice cream as a category is growing by almost 18% year on year.
Wow.
If you look at above the bird's eye view, US consumes roughly around 23 liters of ice cream per capita, where India currently is roughly just around 1 liter. So look at the kind of gap which is there to be filled up. Still we are delaying, and 70-80% of the people in India did not understand what was a frozen dessert and what an ice cream was for a very long time. Having said that, yes, there are a lot of innovation are happening. Mental has just recently published a study. Worldwide, 33% of the innovations in ice cream happened in India. We should be proud of that.
Wow.
Be it a case, be it this one. It's a published report. We should really take pride. And as far as, consumption matrix is concerned, yes, we need to address the devil in the house is definitely delivery. Dine-in is, of course, it is the primary focus too, but nonetheless, One also, especially in Creamstone, if at all I have to say, I mean, today, if at all you go walking into any refrigerator of an urban middle class, who are the maximum consumers of the new age food or anything, not that the rural India doesn't consume, but you will find a couple of beer, you find a couple of ice creams, you find yesterday's reshuffled food which is there. It's a normal thing, but still somebody has to force themselves to go to the restaurants or to the outlet. That means that restaurant or a parlor or an outlet should have something to give it to that customer. Right. So it is better that at a dine-in level, so hence Creamstone also has this, we call them as experience centers, not just a bar. So you walk into any of the Creamstone, especially for the last year and a half what we have opened, these are swanky, ultra-modern, ultra-chic, a lot of things happen there. Right. These are, we create those, thing on the cold stone, and these are shareable experiences.
Particularly when you started thinking of Cafe Nilofer and a more contemporary avatar, what was it that you decided that these are the things we will not move the needle in, and these are the things we will innovate on?
Thank you. So as Cafe Nilofer also what we aim, because Hyderabadi sab log bolte hai chai peene chale. So that's the reason, because of all the chai lovers of Hyderabad, the outlets what we started, it was 800 SFT Irani Cafe in the beginning. And now we are opening 40,000 SFT. It could be more than 40,000 SFT with 800 seater. So one of the world's biggest tea cafe. So coming into your question, Ritu, if you observe what we have done for Nilofer, the tea is same, the products obviously as the brand grows, as the size grows, the products we keep on adding in terms of bakery, in terms of Italian, in terms of Indianized rice bowls, parathas. That is as per the customer choice. But the basic product is same, tea is same. So what else we can offer? Jab Lakdi Kapil mein the, only in bikes we used to get the customers. But the reason we started in Banjara Hills is for inviting families to Nilofer Cafe. To cafe, especially the Hyderabadi culture of a cafe. Jab आप लाएंगे, obviously your cutlery, your crockery will change. ग्राउंड फ्लोर में ज़्यादा ट्रैफिक हो गया तो एक फर्स्ट फ्लोर अच्छा सा बनाए. ग्राउंड फ्लोर में 100 रुपये, फर्स्ट फ्लोर में 150 रुपीज़. प्रोडक्ट वही है, इन द वे वी सर्व इज़ डिफरेंट. एंड फिर उसके बाद ज़्यादा भीड़ हो गया, देन वी ओपनड ए सेकेंड फ्लोर विथ प्राइवेट स्पेसेस. उधर 300 रुपये की चाय बना दी है, उधर और कटलरी कॉस्टली है. रेंटल कम हो गया लेकिन प्राइसिंग बढ़िया. But the reason is we have given exclusive space. Whenever people feel Nilofer thoda noisy hai, important discussions we can't have at Nilofer, that's the reason we take the feedback. With that feedback, we have created these private spaces. Then again, in high-tech city, we thought private spaces mein kya banayenge. Then we are opening PTR and business lounges. PTR is something, private tea rooms, 8 chambers with different concepts of teas, Japanese tea room, Chinese tea room, British tea room, Turkish tea room, different concepts. This is where maybe the concepts might change, the product will remain same, but the experience matters.
The population is very much different in a city like Vijayawada and Bangalore. That's one major difference. And the other thing is most of our the customer profiling is kind of similar, because now people in cities like Vijayawada, Vizag, or any of these cities are also they have more exposure now compared to previous, like maybe 10-15 years back. So the travel has increased, and because of work or for pleasure, so the travel has increased for everyone, and they have seen all the spaces or different cultures and different experiences. So the customer behavior-wise, it's not too different. And maybe a city like Vijayawada, people tend to spend more than like a city like Bangalore, because Bangalore, most of the people are employees working on a salary, and most of the people in cities like Vijayawada, majority of them are like business oriented. Not too much of IT in cities like Vijayawada or Vizag or Rajahmundry. It's more of local businesses or any other local employment. I don't see too much of difference in behavior. But there is slight difference, but not too much of difference where we should be very much worried about.
These picky guests, at the end of the day, they are the one who are helping us to evolve. I take them like this, right?
That's true. That's so true. Would you like to add something on this, Chef Nikita? Because with desserts and customers is a very close bond. So
yes. So I think definitely there is a rise of picky eaters, and like chefs mentioned as well, there's a lot of awareness that is also happening that, veganism is also very much on the rise. People are more aware, and probably for dietary aspects or for sustainability aspects, they are choosing couple of diets, couple of preferences. And I mean, we're all in the food industry, and there are certain fads that are also really picking up, As Indians, it is very minimum that we saw that someone would be gluten intolerant, but these days it's really on the rise. And sometimes even when we as chefs question that, are you really intolerant? What is it that you're facing? Generally celiac disease is something that is associated to gluten intolerance, but it's also conceptualized as something that is healthier for you to be gluten free. But then again, as Indians, we either eat roti or we eat rice, and rice by nature is gluten-free.
I would like to add to that. They have said on the dietary part, but trust me, I'm a Gujarati. When I came to Hyderabad last year, I saw very few Punjabi food stalls or food joints which were available online and offline. Today, when I came back, I just popped out Zomato, Swiggy, to name the brands. There also, and there are multiple in the vicinity where I'm staying. I can choose from that. Being healthy, yes, I would like to have something protein, something more of low calories, but I like to go for let's say shawarma. But I would like to have a vegan shawarma in that, because that would be giving me a lot of proteins and less of carbs. So there are options available in the market, and people are getting very choosy about it. They are also teaching us how to evolve in our own traditional recipes. Like there are recipes for biryani with vegan meats these days, which have been popularized throughout the internet, social medias, and everywhere.
Regional cuisines are back to basics, and I remember in 2005-06 when I started, once I remember telling my executive chef, can we do a thali promotion? And he outrightly, I don't want to say what he did, but he said, 5-star mein thali bechega? But then we see that happening today. So I want to pick Chef Yogendra's brain on this, that what do you think about this going back to basics, rise of regional cuisines across the country?
See, what I think is in hotels, whatever food we've been serving from years and all, the foundation is the classics. Okay. Sadly, in Indian food, the classics are not set like a French cuisine, because French cuisine has its measurable basic standard set. So, but now it has started to go on that route. But personally, I feel that the magic of Indian cuisine is actually not being set in a lot of boundaries. The basic essence of that dish or that place is from wherever that dish is originating, that has to reflect in whatever you cook. So many restaurants and so many chefs are going back to basics and digging out things from remote areas, or real one or two classics from one place or the other, which is a very good trend.
Rise of new modern Indian restaurants, and how do you think 5-star hotels will tackle this?
Okay, so the new age restaurants which are coming up in all over India, they are in fact getting a new insight to our cuisine. Like I always tell everyone that we are like Europe. Every country, every state in India has different cuisine. So there are a lot of young people like Rohit here. They are trying out these new cuisines. They are getting these recipes which were long lost. Okay, and the recipes which were basically in maybe the royal houses or something like that, and they are getting it to the forefront. It's a very, very commendable job, and also that is the way forward. The five-star hotels in maybe a decade ago were not very cognizant about this fact, but now slowly there are a lot of five-star hotels which are coming up with specialty restaurants and trying to give a tough competition to the independent brands. But I strongly feel that the independent brands which are there, the new brands which are there, they are doing a wonderful job. And going forward, that's how the landscape of restaurants in India will shape up.
So I felt after opening 2 or 3 restaurants, Telangana Spice Kitchen, I have 2 or 3 brands on it. Lately I've understood that real estate is the most important thing for a restaurant. If you are opening in a larger space, like if you're going around like 200-seater, 250-seater or anything above that and all, location is the most important thing to get the numbers for you. So according to that, opening Terai, we opened in an IT sector in Satwa Knowledge Park, where there is a high number of traffic which is going there, and different communities, different type of people will become, a lot of expats who are there. So thinking about that also, how we translated the brand is changing, keeping our flavors intact, getting new dishes like a nano plate, small plates, but sticking to our flavors like from Telangana and all, making it interesting for them to eat it, and exploring wide variety of choices which weren't there before when I was started Telangana Spice Kitchen. Telangana Spice Kitchen was more into rustic, out there and all. With Terai, we wanted to be as a brand where it should be a destination brand. Anyone who's coming from any part of India and all, you need to have an like proper Telangana cuisine. That's a place you need to be there, and it is all possible through right set of partnerships for us also. We also didn't know much about how to change this cuisine in a little bit modern way, but with the right set of collaborations, right set of people, and lot of R&D has been gone into it, and we really believe in investing more into R&D than into other stuff, so that we are sending people to different parts of Telangana right now, as in like we're differentiating to North Telangana, South Telangana, East and all, and we are seeing what kind of dishes they eat. The cooking style is different, the ingredients, the way they add it is also different. So, and there are a lot of snacks, evening snacks, and a lot of things which we came across, and now we have formed a chart where how to utilize the space in such a way that right from the breakfast to tea, high tea, to dinners, lunches and all. So there's been a lot of learning with a single region also, how you can emphasize on it and take it forward actually.
So I want to add few points on this. So for me, dining is a lifestyle. Today's situation, it's become a lifestyle. It's not just about going and having a meal. And Bangalore has opened up like crazy. You will not believe restaurants of size 1.5 lakh square foot, 2,800 capacity, 3,500 capacity in the making. There are almost 100 breweries in Bangalore in capacity. I think Mr. Teja, I don't know if he's there, Iron Hill. They clock over 100 crores from one outlet for annum. So that's the potential. I think even Hyderabad has similar potential because IT is there. People are looking at, companies are looking for a venue for 2,500 people, celebration. We operate smaller outlets. We are not that big except 1 or 2. But the trend today, when I'm telling dining has become a lifestyle, people call for reservation and ask, what do you have? additional features in your place today, being a Saturday. First thing is ladies' night, then we have DJ. Nowadays they are asking, do you have some dancers? Do you have some carnival dancers? Do you have jugglers? Do you have any flair bartending? The list goes on. And we have to be ready for this current trending, evolving change which is happening.
So thank you, gentlemen, for joining us over here today. You know, I always say that we need more women in the restaurant sector. So I usually am the only one. In most panels we've seen, I think, apart from maybe one speaker. But again, because you entertain so well, we're going to give it out to you. So let me start with you, Aman. The menus for all the restaurants, and when you sort of look at particularly cocktails, you sort of want to give a different flavor to each nightlife place that you have. So how is it that you go about sort of planning your resources in a way, and the experience of each restaurant in a way that while they may have some similarities, but then they also come across as a different place to go out every night?
That's quite an elaborate and a brilliant question. So yes, one of our brands actually, one of our brands in the portfolio is circa 1960. It's basically essentially a cocktail bar. Now, one thing I think that has really happened great in last, I would say, last 5 years and primarily post-COVID is the understanding about the nightlife and the expansion of the nightlife beyond dancing, right? Now, like you rightly said, when you speak nightlife, we are talking cocktail bars, right? 6 years back, we were speaking nightlife, we are talking about like, let's go party somewhere, dance somewhere. So this adaptation has happened in the industry. Now, with this adaptation also came in a lot of scientific method that was only restricted to kitchen, and now it's come out in the bar. You know, gone are the days where, you know, we just stir a cocktail or shake a cocktail. Now there are fat washing techniques, there are sous videing techniques, there are siphoning techniques, and it is endless, right?
Minder, now Moonshine Project, of course, your restaurant does a lot of live events. Now, did you plan it from day one, or this was something that came you planned to do along the way when the restaurant started, and that is how sort of the energy got built up in the restaurant?
No, from the inception, it was a live venue. We planned a live venue with a bar. So we always wanted to create a separate aspect for us in terms of having because when we started, there were hardly any live venues in Hyderabad catering to what kind of music what we did. But over the course of time, we evolved into a different aspect now. We are one of the first venues who have started regional music. I mean, that's how which is going on as a trend in Hyderabad. So music is our forte. I mean,
concerts anyway, we're seeing India going quite crazy about it. So, you know, because you have those musical nights at the restaurant.
We have it every day.
Yeah. So, I mean, do sort of people plan themselves that, okay, you know, we want to enjoy the music and we want to have the food, or is it the other way around?
It's both. Actually, see, we have two set of events going on at our place. I mean, both venues cater to different kind of music. We have one regional crowd, the local Hyderabad crowd, which is food and drinks go together with them. We have one more venue called EXT, wherein it's more of the independent music which goes on there. So it is more of drink. We sell more of cocktail.
The artist has to be paid and all that. So how does the economics work?
Different scenes
do you charge tickets for the musical also?
Let's say, depends on the band which is coming on that day.
Right.
For all the independent scenes, yes, we charge tickets. For the local regional scene.
And food is plus.
No, food is different. I mean, ticket is only for the entry.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, I mean, bands come with a lot of logistic.
Thank you very much once again.
Welcoming you all once again to the Restaurant Award Telangana Andhra Pradesh Edition 2024. And we would like to thank our jury members.
India. I think this is the second time I'm here in Hyderabad. Always it's pleasure and honor to be here because all the restaurant association come here, enjoy and cherish these moments, the kind of get together we have with so many trends, innovations, the concept of AI coming into restaurant. There are many things to discuss, and we feel all the people coming here on a single platform, discussing everything, sharing everything, whether it can be a challenges.
Hi, this is Sheetal Patil here. I represent Creamstone Ice Cream Concept as a CEO for them. It's really great to be here. Restaurant, we need to meet a lot of like-minded people. At Creamstone, I think for the last 2 years, we've been trying to do some little bit of a magic. We have redesigned our outlets. Recently, if any one of you would have visited, you would realize we've added a lot of colors. The outlets have gone very niche, very international. As we have added to the infrastructure, we have also added new concepts.
Going forward, right now in Hyderabad, the trends are, along with biryani, a lot of South Indian restaurants are coming up. So basically the micro cuisines or the regional cuisines are going to be the trend going ahead in 2025. So the focus will be more on the micro cuisines and the regional cuisines of India, which are going to take the top spot in 2025.